Hi everyone, sorry I'm not here. I'm just going to make you a quick video on some operations with functions, meaning add, subtract, multiply, and divide. So we are given an f of x function is equal to negative 3x plus 2. Keep in mind f of x and negative 3x plus 2 are interchangeable because they're equal. Then we have g of x equals x minus 5. So looking at our very first example, it's just saying f of x plus g of x. Now when you see f of x, we know we can replace that with negative 3x plus 2 plus our g of x, which is just x minus 5. So all we did there was just replace f of x with negative 3x plus 2 and g of x with x minus 5. Once you get here, this is an expression, so you can just simplify your expression. Keep in mind there's no inverse operations when you're simplifying and collecting like terms. So here we have negative 3x plus x, that's going to give us negative 2x. And positive 2 plus negative 5 is negative 3. So that is your solution for f of x plus g of x. Now this next one is 3 times g of x minus f of x. So we have 3 times x minus 5, so that's your g of x function, minus, keep in mind, this has more than one term in it in each of these functions, so please be mindful to keep it in parentheses when you're doing this. So minus, our f of x is negative 3x plus 2. Now we just simplify from here. So distribute the 3, we get 3x minus 15, minus, distribute that negative sign, so it becomes plus 3x minus 2, and then 3x plus 3x gives you, whoopsie, 6x. And negative 15 minus 2 gives you minus 17. So that is your final answer. Sorry about the messy handwriting. So hopefully you're feeling okay about this so far. Now the next one we have is 3 times g of x. Now let's keep in mind, let me put these functions up here again. Our g of x is x minus 5. So we have 3 parentheses, x minus 5 over f of x is negative 3x plus 2. And again, we're going to distribute in the numerator, so we get 3x minus 15 over negative 3x plus 2. Now please keep in mind, there are 2 terms in the numerator, 2 terms in the denominator. There is nothing we can do here to reduce this. This is your final answer. I know people get tempted when they see 3x over negative 3x. They get tempted to simplify that. You cannot do that, so please be careful. In our last example, we have negative 2 times f of x, so negative 2 parentheses, negative 3x plus 2 minus 1/2 parentheses x minus 5. And now we distribute and simplify, so we get 6x minus 4 minus 1/2 x plus 5 over 2. Now a lot of people here, when they see this, they want to multiply through by 2. You cannot do that because this is an expression, not an equation, so please be careful with that. However, you could write this first one as a denominator of 2, and you could write it as 12x over 2 minus, and multiply this 4 to make it have a denominator same as a constant, so multiply by 2 over 2. So negative 8 over 2 minus 1/2 over 2 plus 5 over 2. That's going to make it a lot nicer to collect like terms. So now we have 12 over 2x minus 1/2 x, which will give us 11 over 2x. Negative 8 over 2 plus 5 over 2 will give you minus 3 over 2. And that is your final answer. So I hope this helps, and I hope you have a great day and have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Thanks.